Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life. A Slice of Life. Well, it's Friday. What a week it's been. My goodness. I spent a lot of my time in front of the TV this week. I don't know about you, but a lot of my time was in front of the TV and getting ready for classes. You know, I teach at Clark Atlanta University. But what is this show all about? Well, one, we know it's about super aging, getting older without getting old, baby. We're getting older, or we understand that, but we're not getting old. We're staying on the journey. We're staying energized. And you know, on Friday, I am exceptionally energized because it's Friday. You know, Georgianne doesn't work on the weekend unless we have breaking news. I did work one weekend. I just had to. I was just so excited. You know, so you got one show with me on the weekend, but most of the time, I use the weekend for my Gravy Tropic because I haven't graduated yet. I'm still into the books. I'm still learning. I got 3 or 4, 5, 6. I need a MacArthur. Do you all know anybody at the MacArthur Institute so that I can just write, research, and write? That's all I want to do. Research, write, and sing. Now, how does that work? I don't know. Research, write, and sing. What about you, baby? You know, at 82, I want to research, write, and sing. Whatever age you are, 25, 35, 45. After 3 cancers, and I'm still here. It's just my head is constantly gravity-tropic, getting a book, looking at something on YouTube. I mean, I can't get enough going up here. And then I got 3 or 4 books in my head. I don't know. I wish I was like Danny Black. Danny Black could just write those books out. I don't know. He just sits down, the book is done. What is this hanging down here? I don't know what that is hanging down there. I don't know. Anyway, I like this today. Oh, anyway, let's talk about what we're talking about today. I thought I would talk about spirituality and aging. Now, what does that mean? As you get older, you can say sometimes you get a little more spiritual or closer to God. Because you're closer to God anyway. Oh, what am I saying, Jordan? Don't say that. Don't say that. But, you know, you get closer to God. Spirituality and aging would suggest that as you get older, maybe, you start thinking a little more about what happened back then, which we can't live in the past. We can't, the now is instantly the past and the future is not guaranteed, you know? And so what is it you do? Well, you might think about, you know, your how long you don't know how long you're going to be here. We don't know how long we have on the earth, but you might think a little bit more if you go to church, you know, about passing on and transitioning. That may be something on your head, on your mind. We try to get everybody out the coffin. We're saying live every day. Just live, just live, just live. But, you know, it may make sense for some people to join church later on in life and try to get right. It's a song. Get right with God. Get right with God. It's a song like that. So you might want to get right. You know, you might want to clean up your act. Not saying that you're trying not to live, but you might want to go back and think about some things you've done, and you know, ask for some forgiveness. I mean, I'm asking for forgiveness every day. Every day, I'm like, God, you're not supposed to ask every day. Once you ask, it's supposed to be. Once you repent in the name of Jesus, then that's supposed to be the end of it, you know. But there's no but. That's just Georgianne. I'm just, you know, sometimes I just think about some of the things I've done in my life. I'm like, what was I thinking? Why would I do some of that? What was on my mind? You know, but you're young and I don't know. So, you know, you might want to explore meditation, you know, instead of taking a lot of medicines, or if you're taking a lot of medicines because you have to, like I had to take chemo. You know, I had to take infusion chemo. That 3rd cancer took care of my hair, took care of my teeth, took care of a lot about me. But you know, I had the Lord on my side. I had my daughter's book. During this time is when my daughter's book came out. This one, Lord Have Mercy, by Evelyn. You see it? And it had all those good prayers in there. You know, if you get a chance, go and look up www.evelyn.com and you can get this book. And so, you know, people say to meditate a little more, think about God a little more, you know, think about spiritual things a little more, you know, what do you call it? Center yourself a little more. You know, it's all about spirituality. It's some about spirituality and aging. And how do you explain spirituality? I don't have an explanation for it. People got different meanings. Just go to your Chrome and look it up and see for yourself. But I say for myself that I have a spiritual side. of me. I feel spiritual about different things. Just your own. It's you. How do you feel about the spirituality of things? You know, we are spirits living a human existence. I do believe that. I do believe that you can talk to your ancestors. I do believe that. I do believe you could. Some people say they talk back. I haven't seen that. What was the movie? Ghost was so real. I still remember that movie. And then people say they have seances, and I don't know. Everybody got their own idea about spirituality. Sometimes you hear noises that you know that nobody's here, and somebody explain it. They will explain it off to be something else. But I understand they're good and bad spirits. They're demons. They're good and bad vibes and energies in your house. You have to stay away from negative energies. People sage their houses. People don't understand that. I don't know why my ears hurt today. I guess it's Friday with all the earrings all week. But people sage their houses. You get some sage. Some people do incense in a little container. This big thing I have right here, I wish you could see it. I can't bring the camera down and see it. But you get something and put the incense in it and then walk through the house in prayer. I mean, some of that may be, some people say that's voodoo. I don't know. Vodum. I don't know. I'm just saying there's all kind of things that happen to clean your house, to change the energy in your house. Some people don't believe that you can change the energy in your house. I personally do think you can change the energy in your house when you sage your house. You can go to different places and get, what do you call it? Pieces of sage, and you burn it and then walk through the house in prayer. That all of that, anything that will help you face the reality of what is your reality. Because my reality at one while was cancer. And so what will help you face that reality? If getting on your knees and praying, that's a reality that you need to have, then let that be your reality. That's your reality, then do that. If you need to pray all day, then pray all day. Who says if you want to need to stay in prayer, stay in prayer? But I just believe that there is a place and a space for something other than you that's making this world go around. I really cannot conceivably believe that there's not a God. It would just be, I don't even understand how you can think that you got all of this and you came up with all of this because of who you are, and just the birth itself and carrying a child and things that happen. You look around, and we breathe in the trees and the trees breathe out. I mean, who? It's got to be a higher power. I just believe in a higher power. Now, some people believe in it early, and then they forget about it, and then they go back to it. I can say I was one of them, and not that I forgot about it. I just went on with my young life, okay? But they say if you rear up a child the right way, they will come back to what they believe in. And I was one of those kids who was in Sunday school. Yes, I was. BYPU, all day Saturday, all day something. Couldn't go to the movies on Sunday, all of that. You just you don't forget your training. You see, so I don't know what happens with you spiritually. What is happening with you spiritually? The older you get, anybody, I'm 82. So if you're 45, you got 40 more years to believe or not believe. But, something will prove to you that it's for real. Now, I noticed that the weather will make people believe. Bad news will make people believe. Death makes people believe. Being on the airplane, everybody won't call on God on the airplane. Okay? They don't want to call on him when things are going great. Who am I? There I go judging. Forgive me, Lord, for that. But I'm saying to you, what is your spiritual life like, baby? What is your spiritual life like? You need to connect somewhere. They say find a church, or find a synagogue, whatever, find a mosque, or find a group of people that connecting to a higher power, and get yourself somewhere, some kind of foundation going, that when things, as we get older and not getting old, there are things that are going to come up that will make you kind of say, there's some aches and some pains There's some surgeries that come about that you might want to have a little connection with the other side, before you have that surgery. There's some prayers you might want to pray. There's some meditations that you might want to do in the morning. I don't know, when you get up in the morning, in the middle of the day, in the afternoon. I have something that I read. I read it every day. And I don't feel right if I don't read it. And it's the same. Jackie Jackson gave me this book maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I read it every day to this day. And it does something for me. And sometimes when I'm trying to figure out, about something, and I turn the page and there's the answer right there on the page. You got to know something's going on. Something going on between you. I mean, this is kingdom. It's no better there and not better. It's all supposed to be the same. It's how you fit. The king wants you to live well here, because this is his kingdom. The power and the glory is his. And so he's not wanting you to live badly and poorly and all of that. And you get yourself spiritually lined up, and you can hear. I work late at night. I'm one of those people who start a project at midnight. I work through to 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I hear him better. During the day, like now, and I got all the conversations and something on TV and something. Now I'm grading papers, but you need to hear that voice. There's a voice that speaks to you, baby. That voice has spoken to you more than once. You ignored it. And every time you ignored it, you've gotten in trouble. You know that. I'm going to talk about George Ann. When I didn't listen to the voice that spoke to me, I got in trouble. I'm the only one? Okay, then I'll be the only one. You don't have to be one. You don't have to join me, but I'm going to tell my story. And I'm going to tell you that I have heard a voice, and I didn't do it. And when I don't do it, and when I ignore it, you can be sure some going to pop off, and you go like, dang. Even something as simple as, have you heard the voice say, don't go that way today? What about the people who were late to 9/11, the tower? They listened. Something got in the way, stopped them from being there. Have you ever been on your way somewhere and turned around and said, no, I don't think I'm going to do that. And then later on you hear something? How you think that? You think it's coincidence? There's no such thing as coincidence. Get that out. That's a man-made word that'll give you some kind of framework if you don't believe. That's for non-believers. Coincidence is a non-believer's word, because there are no coincidences, baby. You are where you're supposed to be at the time you're supposed to be there to get the blessing that has there for you. And then sometimes you say, oh my God, this happened. It was so bad. Okay, then there's your faith thing. Where's your faith, baby? It's a faith thing. When you get a certain age, that faith might kick in just a little bit more. It might kick in just a little bit more the older you get. And I have a friend that I wanted to ask him about his faith and believing in God. I haven't had that conversation with him, but I want to have that conversation. You need to have that conversation with your friends or your partners, or when you're married, that you should have some kind of understanding. They said you should not be unevenly yoked. What does that mean? I've seen people who were from different faiths be together. This person told me he was a Muslim, and his significant other was Baptist or something like that. He said they got along. You heard Vice President or presidential candidate Kamala Harris say, or her husband Doug say, that he was of the Jewish faith, and that Kamala goes with him to certain events, and then on Easter he goes with her. He makes sure he's with her on her days. And it works when people are in love. When you're in love, you figure it out. But they say don't be unevenly yoked. But but they both believe in God. They believe in a different way. There's an interim. The Jews' faith believes in God Almighty. They're waiting for the Messiah. And the Protestant Christians believe that the Messiah has come in the form of Jesus. But they both got one thing in common. They both believe in a higher power, God. All right, so if you can figure out how to put that under a roof, that's one thing. Like, I haven't gotten to my person to ask, do they believe in God, and how is that working for them? But in your case, if you don't believe and you do believe, I'm not sure that works. And it may be, you may be able to put, when you subscribe and when you write a comment, you may be able to say, somebody that one didn't believe and one did believe and it did work. We don't know. Love conquers all. Now, that love thing, you can't do anything with that love thing. You just can't. You can't. So there's what can you do? You can pray. There's some spiritual practices. You can get books online. You go to Amazon.com or you can look online for some spiritual things. You can go TikTok. I saw Shaka Khan was dinging a bell and saying, center yourself. And it's something just calming down the brain. Like I got a friend, my good friend, my soror, talks about me all the time. She says, too much going on up here. Well, it can never be too much. Can never be too much. But I understand what she's saying because if you tell me one thing, I start writing it immediately. Just write, I need a MacArthur. I need to say that again. If you know anybody with the MacArthur people, I need a MacArthur. So I can have enough money that all I do is write and research. Research and write. Research, write, produce. Research, write, produce. That's what I want to do. That is what I want to do. If I have enough money, I can do it. I can get my music out. I can go somewhere and sing because I'll be a MacArthur person and then nobody will care. Everybody will be trying to hear me. You see, but I need some MacArthur money. If you all know somebody, it's the Genius Award. So I don't want to say that word because I'm not trying to say Georgia Henderson is a genius, but I do need that award. But in the meantime, in between time, this particular show today is about spirituality and aging. You're aging. We know you're aging. You're getting older without getting old. But I guarantee you, you're going to call on the Lord somewhere along the way. And so you may as well get to know the Lord early and stay with him. Have some kind of faith going on with you. And say it's going to be all right. Because meditation, manifestation is to me equivalent to faith. If you got faith and say, I got it, I want it, I'm going to have it, it will happen. That's a faith thing to me. You don't see it. All right? It's the same thing with manifestation. Now they got all these things you say, and you pay $20 to get the 7 sentences, and you call in and talk to somebody, a soothsayer, and they touch you and, wave something over you. I don't know all that, but I do know in my mind, manifestation is a faith walk. And you walk in prayer. There's no way in the world that I would still be here. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't turn off my phone. I was sure I turned off my phone. I got so excited about being here with you all that I didn't turn off my phone. I apologize. But I promise you, I would not be here if it were not for the prayers of the righteousness. My breast cancer was a whole big Bethel AME church prayer. And around the world, they prayed around the world because I was over the Sister Cities program. And so that I had 18 countries and 18 countries prayed for me. There's nothing like prayer. And then the second cancer was an emergency cancer. And people just pray like, God, lead Georgia. I was on death's door for the second cancer. And then the third cancer was absolutely, death's door was already marked with what I thought with my name on it. You see, but you got that faith. If you have some faith, faith helps me get to where I am. There's no way I could be here talking to you all. That's why my people who know how ill I was would know, and then to still be here to think nothing about it. I think some teeth grew. You can't even see. You used to be able to see the gap. Some teeth must have grown up in there, or I got so used to it. You got so used to not seeing teeth that you don't see teeth. I don't know. But it's that whole spiritual thing. I'm telling you people, there's nothing like this. There's nothing like super aging. There's nothing like it. Okay, that's all right. Don't worry about the phone. It's cutting up today on a Friday. Ooh, maybe it's a date up in here. Let me look down here and see that. Maybe it's that Rico Davis. Y'all seen that Rico Davis man up on TikTok. He walks out that elevator. Baby. He said he ready to go on a date. Baby. Have you seen what he has on? God dog almighty. That boy's so fine. It's a whole, and then it's not just him. It's a whole group of them. The super, what they call them? I had it right the other day. The something fox. They fine as they want to be. But that's eye candy for me. I just like looking at them. I ain't trying to get with nobody on that list. But they sure look good. I don't know how I got to talking about that when I was talking about super aging. But it's all part of spirituality, growing, faith, knowing who you are. Do you know who you are, baby? Because when you know who you are, when you know you can go and get some glasses. Look at these glasses. Look at the end. Look at the end. Child. When I sign it, let me tell you my little Gigi said, I'm going to sign my glasses. I'm going to sign them. And you're going to pay a little more for them because it got my signature on the glasses. Yep. Because I had them on my eyes. Okay? And you're going to want these glasses because I had them on. Because I don't have a one. You don't see no two of these? Fabulous. Oh, my God. Well, anyway, we're super aging without getting old. We're getting older, but we're not getting old. And today is about spirituality. Baby, where's your spirituality? Spirituality. What about your faith? Are you connected with your faith? Do you have something to hold on to? See, you can hold on to some paper, or you can hold on to something, or maybe this is a cross, you can hold on to it. Maybe whatever that is, that symbol. But baby, sometimes it ain't nothing to hold on to. You got to hold on to it here. What I tell you all the time, this takes care of the rest of this. And make sure you got something good going on up in here. Make sure you got your spirituality, your meditation, your prayers, reading the Bible. You know, that the book that I read every day, it has Bible verses in it. I get me some kind of Bible, something going. Now, some of y'all want to read. I said, they recommend reading the Bible. Myron Golden recommends reading the Bible. The pastors in the church recommend reading the Bible. I recommend my book that I'm reading is verses from the Bible, geared specifically to women. That's just mine. That's what I want to do. And I find my place and my space in there. Find you something, baby. Find you something, because some spirituality, when you age, you need to have a little more than what you got going on right now. But what you do have going on, these some fine glasses. What you do have going on is that I love you. And you can't do anything about it. I want you to have a fantastic, wonderful, spiritually mediate. I want you to meditate this weekend. You know what? Get you a spot. That's another thing. Get you a place in your house. Like, this is wonderful right here for me. Get you a place in your house. Get you some water running. Put you a candle right there and sit there. Have a glass of wine or whatever that is you like right here. You can have partner right here and just sit there and hold hands and relax. You know what I travel on? Be still and know that I'm God. Reno, I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Be still and know that I am God. I love you, and you can't do anything about it.